open your eyes. You are nobody. Nothing special, nothing famous, just a decent player on a mid-table club nobody really talks about. That childhood dream of playing on the biggest stage in the world quietly died years ago, and you made peace with it a long time ago. Then your phone rings. Your national coach is calling not for the future, but for right now, because half the squad just got wiped out by illness days before the World Cup. And somehow, you're one of the emergency replacements. Within 48 hours, you're standing inside a locker room, surrounded by players you've only ever seen on television. One of them nods at you as you walk in, and your entire body goes stiff, like meeting a childhood hero and forgetting how to speak. You sit down quietly in the corner, terrified of saying something stupid, terrified of even looking like you don't belong. At dinner that first night, nobody really talks to you. Not out of cruelty, just focus, intensity, the kind of silence that comes from men who've spent their entire lives being the best in the room. And suddenly you're the only person at the table who isn't. You eat quickly and leave early, feeling smaller than you have in years. 2 days later, the coach pulls you aside and tells you flatly, "You're starting." Your stomach drops instantly. You spend that night lying awake in a hotel room that's nicer than anywhere you've ever stayed, staring at the ceiling, convinced you're about to embarrass yourself in front of the entire world. Game day arrives, and the tunnel before kickoff is unlike anything you've ever felt. Standing beside you is someone whose name is known on every continent, someone who's used to this, completely calm, while your hands are shaking so badly you have to grip your shorts just to hide it. He glances at you, and for a brief second, you expect judgment. Instead, he simply says quietly, "Just play your game." Nobody's watching you as closely as you think they are. Something about that moment sticks with you the entire match. You still feel like the outsider, still feel like you're one mistake away from being the story everyone talks about for the wrong reasons. But slowly, something shifts inside you as the game goes on. The superstar teammates you were too intimidated to even make eye contact with earlier start looking at you differently too. Not like a stranger anymore, but like someone who's actually holding his ground out there. At one point, mid-match, one of the biggest names in the sport jogs past you and simply pats your shoulder without saying a word. A small gesture, but it hits you harder than anything else that day. It's the first moment you feel like maybe you're not just surviving out there, maybe you actually belong. By the time the final whistle blows, your legs are completely drained. Your mind is foggy, but your team has won. And what happens next catches you completely off guard. The same players who barely spoke to you at dinner 2 nights ago are now hugging you, lifting you off the ground, screaming like you've been one of them for years. Walking off that field, one of the veterans, someone who's played in multiple World Cups, someone whose jersey you probably owned as a teenager. Everyone forgets that we all started exactly where you are right now, standing there wondering if we belonged. That night, lying alone in your hotel room, you realize something quietly profound. You're still the same player you were a week ago. Same skills, same body, same person who thought this dream had already died years ago. The only thing that actually changed was the moment you were finally given the chance to stand next to the people you used to only watch from a distance. And somehow, you didn't just survive standing there, you belonged. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. Goodbye.